The streaming.
A shot.
Should be good. Let me go ahead and make sure everything is ready. Live stream, and this is gonna be called promised. A all right, sweet. Let me pop this chat out just in case people start chatting. I'll jump in the Discord server. General. Hey. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be in the live stream chat though. Oops. There we go. All right, and we're good to go.
I don't think it's.
So we're gonna start with our basics. Stupid overlays. It's been a while. I'm probably gonna be a little rusty and be a little slow in comparison to what I usually do. Hey Nani, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Since I haven't edited in a while, I'm actually probably gonna be a little bit rusty. So it'll be fun because I'll be particularly slow today, probably in comparison to what I usually do.
I don't think it's much of a secret that the horror genre is one of my favorites. When it comes to the first anime that really pulled me into the medium, things like Higurashi come to mind.
All right, find a good scene from Higurashi.
Medium. Things like Higurashi come to mind. With last.
All right, just kind of keep on rolling with it. Oh, I have to kind of get back in my rhythm a little bit. Oh, I could have probably had this done earlier this week, and I kept pushing it off. Granted, I had a really weird schedule this week, so you know, you give some and you take some. Give and take. All right. Make characters. What is this for? This is not necessary anymore. I want to get rid of this so I don't accidentally.
I don't think it's much of a secret that the horror genre is one of my favorites. When it comes to the first anime that really pulled me into the medium,
Hey, what's up, Peter? Welcome to the stream. I'm just kind of doing some pretty basic stuff right now, just setting up the movements, and so control clock, control pace. I think most of this is gonna be a pretty simple stream. Hello there. Welcome to the stream, boys.
I don't think it's much of a. I don't think.
Positioning. Come on. There we go.
I don't think it's much of a secret that the horror genre is one of my favorites.
Yes, yeah, there we go. 65.6. 66.6.
When it comes to the first Things like Higurashi.
That's not what I wanted. There we go. This week is videos about The Promised Neverland. I know everyone's been doing videos on The Promised Neverland, but I'm going to do my own video because I love it so much too. It's such a good fucking show. Holy crap.
I don't think it's much of a secret that the horror genre is one of my favorites. When it comes to the first anime that really pulled me into the medium, things like Higurashi come to mind.
Compose. Is it horror? Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. It's so fucking scary in its own weird way. It's all psychological horror, which is my favorite. But yeah, dude, it's fantastic. If you haven't gotten the chance to see it, yeah, I guess. It's so hard, dude. It's also great because you can just kind of binge the show. Watching seasonals is rough. I understand that. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. All right. So we got that.
I don't think it's much.
Now we just need to get the blue outline. That and Boogie Pop are shows. I haven't actually gotten to Boogie Pop yet, which is funny because I was gonna watch it for sure, and I just never got around to it. I don't know why. I need to get into it. I've just been lazy. That, and I've been watching Yu Yu Hakusho lately, which has been killing so much of my time. Because holy crap, Yu Yu Hakusho is such a long show. Yeah, you haven't heard of Boogie Pop yet? It's an old remake, I believe. It's similar to Dororo, but it hasn't gotten much hype around it, which I'm kind of surprised by because I assumed it would, by kind of the cast of people who it was made by. I don't know. I haven't made my verdict on whether or not I think it's going to be good or not yet. I still need to actually find some time to sit down and watch it. I have a feeling it's going to be okay, but the fact that I haven't heard much about it has me a little nervous. I'm not going to lie.
I don't think it's much of a secret. It's much of a secret that the horror genre is one of my favorites. When it comes to the first anime that really pulled me into the medium, things like Higurashi come to mind.
Yeah, you know what? I just think that extra little detail helps so much, so we're gonna go ahead and do it. Keyframe, convert audio to keyframes, and then we're just gonna grab. What happened? Why did it? No, because it did that. Sorry, 1 second. Maintain 3D qualities. It seems that this season is a bit subdued. Not a ton of shows people are talking about other than Neverland. I disagree. This season seems pretty strong. I mean, Neverland's fantastic. Dororo is really good. I feel like... 1 second. I feel like, what show is that? Shield Hero is vastly underrated. It's gotten so much shit for no reason. Shield Hero is fantastic this season. And then there's also one other show I've been loving so much. Zero. Shit, is it this one divided by -1 plus 540? Sorry, I'm doing some weird math now. Then 960. Shit.
The first anime that
Yeah, there we go. Divided by 2 then.
That really pulled me into the medium.
There we go. No, dude, it's not do ra ra ra. It's like do ro ro or something like that. It's really close. I can't pronounce the fucking thing. I'm not good at pronouncing names.
I don't think it's much of a secret that the horror genre is one of my favorites. When it comes to the first,
I actually never got around to watching Fruits Basket, which is funny because when I first got into anime, Fruit Basket was like one of the biggest shows around. I just never got into it. So I might just watch the remake without watching the original and see how it goes. I feel like this will be fine. Oh. Where did I throw my phone? Oh yeah, it's on the charger. Like a smart person. Look at me. There was a murder? Whoa. Oh my god, you should. It's so sweet. Is it? I thought it was a shonen. No, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of King Shaman, or Shaman King. Also, how far are you in Yu Yu Hakusho? I'm like episode 93? 94? I'm like almost done. I'm in the fight. Yeah, it's a shoujo. I like my shoujos. I'm a big fan of them. No, yeah, I'm almost done with Yu Yu Hakusho. It's just like the show's so good in certain parts, but whenever they get to like a climactic final fight, they drag it out so long, man. This final fight with like the other like investigator guy is spanned like 20 episodes. Yeah, Sensui. And it's, oh my god. It's like, I like Sensui. My bad. I don't hate Sensui as a character. He's an okay antagonist. Like, he's not bad. It's just that I really, really liked the older Dagoro brother. He was fantastic as a villain because he was like such a pure and like cool and like well level-headed villain against the cast in general. But this Sensui is just like,
I don't think it's much of a secret that the horror genre is one of my favorites. When it comes to the first anime that really pulled me into the medium, things like Higurashi come to mind. With last year bringing us happy...
Hey, okay, yeah, this looks nice. Let me pull in some Happy Sugar Life real quick, and we should be good. We should only need like the first 3 episodes, not even, maybe the first 2. There are murders in fucking whatchamacallit, whatever show this is. Fucking Higurashi.
The mind. With last year bringing us Happy Sugar Life, the first actually scary anime to come out in a life.
I want to see one of her super dark moments.
The first actually scary anime to come out in a while. By last year bringing us Happy Sugar Life, the first actually scary anime to come out in a while. I assume that that was going to be my fill for quite some time. But when I first found the promised Neverland 2 weeks,
There it is.
Weeks ago, I figured I'd give this horror slash shonen anime a shot. And damn, was that a good call.
No. Dude, this show came out 2 weeks ago. They're only on episode 3 right now.
Time. But when I first found The Promised Neverland 2 weeks ago, I figured I'd give this horror slash shonen anime a shot. And damn, was that a good call.
Nope.
The Promised Neverland
right
is
now.
one of the most inventive, but also terrifying anime to come out in the past 10 years. And I wholeheartedly mean that statement. Actually, funnily enough, I had a whole script on this show just a few days ago, but had to toss it because of just how important the new episode is. But more on that later.
Alright. My Happy Sugar Life video is getting like a random spike. Oh, what am I talking about? Of course it is. Brian just released a video. Is that it? Okay, there we go.
But had to toss it.
Open a new window. Oh, anime. Character reactions.
But had to.
Shit. Wrong button.
But had to toss it because of just how important the new episode is. But
Oh yeah, I saw that grade A voice acting. What are you talking about? Okay, I missed something, I think.
But more on that later.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm assuming it's really good because Bryant's really good at making videos. And it better be really fucking good because I know he's been working on that video for a really long time. Yeah, it's just...
But more.
Brian needs to find a more efficient way of making videos. Dude's so fucking slow. I mean, I love his work to death, but he needs a better workflow. Cause I think we started our Happy Sugar Life videos at the same time. And mine came out, what, 4 months ago? Ugh. Because we were talking about it on the podcast when we came up with the idea. Oh, sorry, explanation point. I just call him Brian because we've done a podcast together for a while. That's explanation point's real name. I've doxed him,
but had to toss it because of how does the
yeah, I think it's pretty well known that his name is Brian. We always call him that in the podcast, so I think he's fine with it.
So how
this video is not 10 minutes long, is it? No, thank God. I thought it was 10 minutes for a second. I was like, motherfucker, I didn't realize it was this long. It's a longer video, this one. It's like 8.5 minutes, I think.
So how does the promised Neverland reinvent the horror genre? After all, that's quite a bold claim. Well, first and
we did hallways chats together for quite some time. It's currently on hiatus. We haven't made an episode in a while. I think I explained this actually just last video. No, we were just doing a regular stream when I explained it. But it's we just kept running into technical issues, and then all of our schedules haven't lined up in a while. So we're all trying to get our schedules lined up. It was explanation point, the pedantic romantic, myself, and Matthew is 97
genre. After all, that's quite a bold claim. Well, first and foremost, we have to talk about how the show uses the medium of anime to its advantage. One of the biggest hindrances to horror anime is anime.
Yeah, no, we had a really good lineup. That was the main thing. It was like, okay, it's like we had a pretty stacked group. We went really well whenever we had episodes. We have like 30 episodes, I think, maybe 20. I'm trying to think. What's a good... We'll throw in an episode of another.
Remembered.
One of the biggest hindrances.
Where's the new hallways chats video, Manime? Well, let's see, 30? I thought it was like 18. Is it 8? You know what, dude? It might be 18. Let me check. At least 20. 22. Wow, anime and taxes was our last video we did. We recorded like 3 more after this. But unfortunately, they just got lost in another due to technical difficulties. It was such a good podcast. I miss it. I want to bring it back, but we need to reorganize some stuff first.
Advantage. One of the biggest hindrances to horror anime.
It's a really good episode, actually. It's one of my favorites we did. It's basically just us talking about the seasonals as always. But we also go into detail about how we handle our taxes as YouTubers, because it's not like cut and dry like regular people. So we were just talking about how we fucking deal with it. It's just like a neat little look into like the stupid difficulties you have to deal with.
Anime itself. It's not all that scary when you see a decapitated anime character.
I'm trying to think. 1 second. What's a brutal shonen anime? Here's the thing. Like, I know Yu Yu Hakusho has an episode of it. Do I feel like doing this right now? Maybe. Yusuke's death. This is all like... Is it 57? Does Gon rip off what's his name's head? The only reason why Pedro's not in the banner is because she fucking she joined the podcast Lace. His first death or his second? No, I'm not looking for that though. I'm looking for the decapitation scene. I know they have one. Is it 37 in the Dark Tournament? I think this is it actually. So it's episode 37. It looks like. No, because he rips off the head. I think the episode beforehand. One second. Let me just. I'll BRB. I just want to look it up through this thing real quick. Is it back yet? That's weird. Is it just... Oh, I know what it's saying now. Hey, okay. So, give me just a second. So what episode was that supposedly from? 37? So I think it's 37 or 36 where the one character decapitates one of the people. Yo, I haven't used this in so long. I'm just trying to pull up like a higher quality versions because I don't want to download something from fucking YouTube. Is it? Okay, so it's well before this, it looks like. So maybe 30? No, that's way too far up. What am I fucking thinking? Oh my god. I hate this fucking website. Sorry, give me a minute.
He's definitely
Okay, so we got like 3 more episodes. I'm just kind of guessing. Oh my fucking god, this is so annoying. Please stop. Oh, is this the scene? Yep. So it's episode 33 was the one I was looking for. Will it let me do this? No, I have to do it the old-fashioned way. Ah, oh, son of a bitch. There's no way to fucking... This is so irritating. How do I properly cheese this again? I know there's a way to do it. I'm just bad at it. Please don't open weird websites. Please stop. You gotta do what you gotta do to get the episode, man. Oh my god, for the love of God, please stop, you piece of shit. Will this one work? The answer is no, of course not. Oh my god, why is this so difficult? I just not gonna be able to get this? I'm sorry, this is weirdly fucking hard. I just don't understand why it won't let me do this. Am I just gonna have to go this ghetto? 3. Is this a different episode 33? I'm so confused. This is not the episode I was looking at. So, in this one... Okay, this is the right one. Let's see if this one let me get away with it. I haven't had much luck in a long time with this shit. Hey, okay. We fucking finally got it. Why was that so fucking difficult? God damn. The lengths I go through to get a single shot. Hey ISV, how you doing? I'm just struggling getting a single shot from a single episode from Yu Yu Hakusho to make a point. That's like... This was way more difficult than it really should have been, and it triggers me. Hey, everybody. There we go. That was the scene I was looking for. God, it was so much work to find. Not find, but to just get it.
When you see a decapitated anime character in comparison to a real-life person. No images needed. So you...
There we go. That took a lot longer than I meant it to take, but it's whatever. At least the scene works well.
To a real-life person. No images needed. So you have to scare your audience.
Poor thing.
Some other
We'll see if we can stick with the wide of the house. There we go.
is needed. So you have to scare your audience some other way. That way almost always being strictly through psychological horror. This is a much more difficult task than you would expect. You have to get the audience to invest in your characters, then promptly put those characters into horror.
Let's see. I didn't realize they did the clock scene for him too.
Characters, then promptly put those characters into horrible situations. As I've said in my previous videos, this is exactly how Happy Sugar Life does it with the character. I've said in my previous videos, this is exactly how Happy Sugar Life does it with the character of Shio. So how does it with the character of Shio?
Let's watch the whole thing through and see how it looks.
I don't think it's much of a secret that the horror genre is one of my favorites. When it comes to the first anime that really pulled me into the medium, things like Higurashi come to mind. With last year bringing us Happy Sugar Life, the first actually scary anime to come out in a while, I assumed that was going to be my fill for quite some time. But when I first found The Promised Neverland 2 weeks ago, I figured I'd give this horror/shonen anime a shot. And damn, was that a good call. The Promised Neverland is one of the most inventive, but also terrifying anime to come out in the past 10 years. And I wholeheartedly mean that statement. Actually, funnily enough, I had a whole script on this show just a few days ago, but had to toss it because of just how important the new episode is. But more on that later. So how does The Promised Neverland reinvent the horror genre? After all, that's quite a bold claim. Well, first and foremost, we have to talk about how the show uses the medium of anime to its advantage. One of the biggest hindrance to horror anime is anime itself. It's not all that scary when you see a decapitated anime character in comparison to a real-life person. No images needed, so you have to scare your audience some other way. That way almost always being strictly through psychological horror. This is a much more difficult task than you would expect. You have to get the audience to invest in your characters, then promptly put those characters.
That's why we check.
Then promptly put those characters into horrible situations. As I've said in my previous videos, this is exactly how Happy Sugar Life does it with the character of Shio. So how does The Promised Neverland get us invested in these characters, and what kind of horrible situations us invested in these characters, and what kind
I want this scene for that one.
and what kind of horrible situations causes us to fear for them? Well, first, of Shio. So how does The Promised Neverland get us invested in these characters, and what kind of horrible situations causes us to fear for them? Well, first,
Oh man, I'm so fucking tired. Let me check my phone real quick. Oh. Bad Matt. There we go.
kind of
I might just kind of get halfway through this video and then save the rest for tomorrow morning, because I am exhausted. Oof, I want to make a dad joke and I regret nothing. No, nothing. Why didn't you? Should have.
horrible situations causes us to fear for them. Well, first and foremost, they are all warm and happy children with huge smiles living in an almost pseudo-paradise. They all have this strong family-like bond. They work together. And they all have like bond. They like bond. They all have this strong family-like bond. They work together. They play together. And they all have nothing but love for each other and their quote-unquote nothing but love for each other. And their quote-unquote mom. And of course, each other and their
This scene seems really cutty for some reason.
this strong family-like bond. They work together.
I think it's episode 3 where they're just washing dishes. Yo, that scene fucks me. So good. It's just, oh my god. Dude, I'm calling it now. I'm naming that scene. It's called the tag scene. It's how you properly horrify your audience.
Together. They work. Bond. They.
Let's see.
They all have this strong family-like bond. They work together. They play together. And they all have nothing but love for each other and their quote-unquote mom. And of course, being at an orphanage, a few of them get adopted every now and then. So when one of the characters gets adopted, she accidentally leaves her plush behind. And two of the most
Trust me, there's way creepier things in
leaves
this
her plush
fucking show.
behind. And two of the most sympathetic characters go to give it back to her. And consequently, find the truth. That being that they are nothing but livestock, ready to be slaughtered and eaten. Worse.
Yeah, tell me about it. Dude, it's like, oh my god. I hope I didn't spoil that. It's not much of a spoiler. Like, it's like pretty obvious from like the context clues at the very beginning of the show. And this is the first episode stuff. Although I do have a spoiler warning for episode 3 stuff. But yeah, this show is definitely a horror anime. It's so good, man.
Truth. That being that they are nothing but livestock, ready to be slaughtered and eaten. Worse yet,
Yo, this scene is terrifying. Oh my god, I love it.
worse yet, their so-called mother is the one doing the selling, and she's found evidence that some of the children saw her. And she's found evidence. Worse yet,
Oh, that's
their
fair.
so-called mother is the mother is.
Let me go to the scene where they're walking there.
Worse yet, their so-called mother is the one doing the selling, and she's found evidence that some of the children saw her. The rest.
Not that I'm not interested, but rather so I can be done with the experience in a sort of... Fair enough. I feel that. I feel that. It's so scary, man. I love it. Yeah, and this isn't even the most fucked up scene they have. There is a scene in episode 3, which I specifically covered towards the end of the video, but I give like a spoiler warning, where they do this game of tag, and it's just horrifying the way they handle it. It's so ingenious. Oh, man.
I don't think it's much of a secret that the horror genre is one of my favorites. When it comes to the first anime that really pulled me into the medium, things like Higurashi come to mind. With last year bringing us Happy Sugar Life, the first actually scary anime to come out in a while, I assumed that was going to be my fill for quite some time. But when I first found The Promised Neverland 2 weeks ago, I figured I'd give this horror/shonen anime a shot. And damn, was that a good call. The Promised Neverland is one of the most inventive, but also terrifying anime to come out in the past 10 years. And I wholeheartedly mean that statement. Actually, funnily enough, I had a whole script on this show just a few days ago, but had to toss it because of just how important the new episode is. But more on that later. So how does The Promised Neverland reinvent the horror genre? After all, that's quite a bold claim. Well, first and foremost, we have to talk about how the show uses the medium of anime to its advantage. One of the biggest hindrance to horror anime is anime itself. It's not all that scary when you see a decapitated anime character in comparison to a real-life person. No images needed, so you have to scare your audience some other way. That way almost always being strictly through psychological horror. This is a much more difficult task than you would expect. You have to get the audience to invest in your characters, then promptly put those characters into horrible situations. As I've said in my previous videos, this is exactly how Happy Sugar Life does it with the character of Shio. So how does The Promised Neverland get us invested in these characters, and what kind of horrible situations causes us to fear for them? Well, first and foremost, they are all warm and happy children with huge smiles living in an almost pseudo-paradise. They all have this strong family-like bond. They work together, they play together, and they all have nothing but love for each other and their quote-unquote mom. And of course, being at an orphanage, a few of them get adopted every now and then. So when one of the characters gets adopted, she accidentally leaves her plush behind, and two of the most sympathetic characters go to give it back to her, and consequently, find the truth. That being that they are nothing but livestock, ready to be slaughtered and eaten. Worse yet, their so-called mother is the one doing the selling, and she's found evidence that some of the children saw her. The rest of the show turns into this horrifying cat and mouse game, where every odd is stacked against the main characters. Worse yet, after
Damn, where's that scene at?
seeing these horrors, the main characters have to continue living with their mother and pretend not to be affected simply so she won't follow their trail. It's this crazy. Race against time, where the characters will have to use their wits to not only save themselves, but everyone at
Which one? Which one made you hype for the show?
but everyone at the orphanage, including the orphanage.
This is the scene I was talking about. It's so fucking scary. Hey, Lovejoy.
Oh, hold up. I gotta cancel you in the live stream or the YouTube video. But yeah, the one that I was saying was hype was just like that scene where the mother was talking to him and they were faking it in front. I don't know. I just like that type of thing.
No. It's
I don't know, man.
basically all built on this. This is what this whole scene, like the one I'm scrolling through right now. Oh my god, dude. It's like, so it's this crazy like cat and mouse game where they play tag with the mother, with what's her name, Sister Crone. She's like one of the new characters, and she just like curb stomps them into the ground. She like viciously grabs them all, and she's like hugging them and playing with them and shit like that. But like the other characters know, like, oh, she's gonna fucking kill us if we try to run away. It's this like crazy, dude. It's so amazing how they do it.
I've seen that character before.
Yeah,
well,
Sister
can't say it
Crone.
in a positive light, but yeah, I've seen that character.
Dude, she's
was,
amazing. She's like one of my favorite villains I've seen in so long.
Ooh, oh, man, there's just something about seeing children in paradise.
It's one of my hobbies
One
too.
at the
So I feel
orphanage,
you.
including
God Let me see.
Pretty
I
much, pretty
need-
much.
There we go. This is the scene I was looking for. The orphans.
But I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped to watch the show. I'm so no.
Say, sorry, you cut out.
Even infant.
Oh, I said I'm pretty excited to watch the show, but I'm still gonna wait till it's done.
Hey man, I don't blame you. Most people like to binge shows. I would love just to finish the show already, just because it's so good. It's rough doing the weekly grind. I won't deny that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. But what? So in like 3 days, I'm done with my break, and then I'm probably gonna hop on that Shield show that I keep seeing.
Oh, Shield Hero?
Shield Hero, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites of the season. It's really good.
Mhm.
I support it strongly.
This sense
Shield and Mob Psycho. That's about it though.
That's
Grey's
fair.
Anatomy's been back on, so I'm not a weeb anymore.
been in
I'm just really emotional.
this sense
But I'm gonna go back to editing my video, so I'm gonna hop up with live chat.
Sounds good. I'll see you around. Thanks for jumping in.
Yeah, I might jump in later, but yeah, deuces.
Sounds good. See ya. What's up, Louise? Yo, we got like a full house tonight, though. We had like a ton of people.
infants. This sense of terror is built on by all of the character.
Is this a record? I don't know. I mean, how many people do we have on right now? I'm not looking at the actual. I have the pop out shot right now, so I'm not even looking at the statistics. Oh yeah, we got 5 people watching. Yeah, I think this is the highest we've had since we've started this, which is good. Friday nights. So yeah, I guess you guys are active. Look at you. I mean, you could be out having like fun times with friends and so on. Instead, you came to just chill and like watch me edit a video for like an hour and a half.
This sense of terror is built on by all of the character models. Most of the time, while
I love that. I'm gonna keep that.
watching horror anime, there are usually these grotesque faces you have to feel.
I'm trying to think. What's a good episode? What was Yojo Senkai? Was that fucking shitty ass train anime? I'm trying to remember what Yojo Senkai was.
A few days actually worked.
Limit my energy to
Oh
harness its power.
no, it's another really shitty show. Forgive me. I don't know. What's a good horror anime that I have footage of that would work for this? Higurashi. Hey, that works. Higurashi. 3. That's not Happy Sugar Life. Yeah, that might work. Actually, you know what? I think that's a better call. Let's do Happy Sugar Life. I think it's episode 4 where he's doing the weird panting thing. We could run with that. Oh, was I like literally on purpose? I was exactly correct. God, I've watched this stuff. I said that as almost as a joke, but I legitimately nailed it on the first try. Look at me go. Oh wait, no, I think maybe it's one more episode behind actually, because yeah, they're beating the shit out of him this one. Look, beating up people is wrong unless it's a pedo. I'm like half torn on whether or not. I mean, they get killed anyway, so you know, it's just like it all works out in the end in a really weird way. I guess technically he's not a pedo. He never does anything, which is fair. He's just weird. It's like, I don't know. It's weird. Is he technically a pedo or not? Because he hasn't done anything. He's just creepy around that particular little girl. It's kind of an interesting question.
Character models. Most of the time, while watching horror anime, there are usually these grotesque faces you have to fear. But this is where
Yeah, we'll go on closer.
these grotesque faces you have to fear. But this is
I mean, that question's never asked. Does he want to? That's a good question. Well, I'm fine, but also I'm not a partying / clubby person, so it's not like I'm going out anyway. Yeah. See, I'm just too poor. Actually, I don't like clubs. I've gone to a few of them. They're not fun. I don't like loud music. I just like to chill. It's hard to say. That's the ultimate question. Is he in the wrong? Who knows?
you have to fear. But this is where the show uses the anime medium
I'm surprised how much footage I have to intercut from different shows. I forgot how much to reference. Fair
to
enough.
fear. But this is where the show uses the anime medium to its advantage. All of the characters are cute, happy-go-lucky kids, drawn with round faces and huge smiles, yet their death is extremely close, and they are completely ignorant to it. Even
I can't drink because I'm on meds, so there's like a 93% of the reason I go out clubbing. Dive bar and boogie cocktail guy. I don't know. Here's the thing. The bars, quote unquote, around me, I either have to drive into LA, which is like an hour and a half drive, which I'm not doing, or if I go to bars near me, it's just like a bunch of old people. Like they're all like in their 30s or 40s, like late 30s, mid 40s. It's like, no, it's not my scene.
all of the characters are cute,
Yeah, the scene, that episode's mostly just the two of them.
Oh.
I'm not sure. What reference are you guys talking about?
all of the characters are cute, happy-go-lucky kids, drawn with round faces and huge smiles, yet their death is extremely close, and they are completely ignorant to it. Even the mother, Isabel, Mr. Crone actually makes use of a more playful face. It's this stark contrast.
Where I live most of the 20s. I haven't really been to a club as an adult, but just from my experience from house parties, I'm not a fan of loudness. I do like house parties. I like a good house party. Here's the thing. Me and my roommate, we throw like lit house parties when we want to do them, because we're smart about them. We know how to do them. But when people who don't know how to do house parties, it's so bad. It's so boring. Because here's the thing. People who just like get beer and then like play music, that's a shitty house party. What we do, you get games, you get board games up, you get ping pong going, or beer pong for when it gets later on. You have like activities and then liquor, and then it gets really fun. That's always been my strategy. It's so much fun.
To it. Even the
It's
mother,
just
Isabel,
expensive.
merely had
It's an expensive hobby to go to have house parties. We only do like 3 or 4 of them a year. And they're almost always in the summer mostly, just because it's easier there then.
大丈夫よ。
Fucking hell. Bit more subdued. For us, it depends on how many people shows up. Like if we have like, I mean, sometimes we'll only have like 4 or 5 of us, and that's those. We don't really call those parties. We're just hanging out at that point. But the biggest house party we've ever had, I think, was like 12 people. We try to keep it small, like because you don't want to have it so crowded that no one knows who anyone is, and then you get like weird pockets of people. You want enough to where there's like different cliques of people talking at different times, but not so much that there's like more than 20 people.
has a stern face. And Sister Crone actually makes use.
Oh man. We also have the advantage of one of our best friends is a bartender, like a professional bartender, and he bartends for all of our parties, which, oh boy, he makes some mean drinks that just taste like heaven and earth.
It's this stark contrast. Round faces and huge smiles, yet their death is extremely close, and they are completely ignorant to it. Even the mother, Isabel, merely has a stern face, and Sister Crone actually makes use of a more playful face. It's this stark It's this stark contrast of what is happening on the surface and what is
Can't handle the burning. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's, like I said, if you have a friend who's a bartender, there's an easy way to get around that. My roommate, oh my god, he makes drinks that just taste better than like soft drinks. And I'm like, oh yeah, these are great. And then you just don't know what you're drinking. Like, oh yeah, what is this called? It's called Tokyo iced tea. Oh, this is great. I'll have 2. No, you won't have 2, Matt.
actually going on.
I said you'll have 1, and then you're gonna want to stop because you're gonna barely be able to stand.
Leading me to what I'm going to call the
All right, yeah, we're rounding out the video.
infamous tag scene.
Do y'all have a favorite mixed drinks? Yeah, Adios. We usually do Adioses. That's kind of our thing, our go-to. But I can't have tequila because I'm allergic. So I go with one of Tokyo iced teas are one of my favorites. They're super good. Something Moonrise. Forget the names. He knows like 187 different types of drinks. Mixed drinks that he makes. They're fantastic. Moscow Mule, he's made some of those. Those are okay. I'm not particularly a fan of the Moscow Mule. I've had one before.
Spoiler warning, by the way, this scene is just better taken in without knowing it's coming, and just came with the newest episode, which is episode 3. I'll have a time code you can skip to if you don't want it somewhat spoiled. It's actually not that big of a spoiler, I just also don't want to rob you of it either.
Alright, let's see where...
Side. What makes this scene so show goes so far as Sister Crone giving a... But we all understand the dark truth that this is an example, all of them escaping together. This toppled together with Sister Crone revealing her knowledge, but also she is a infamous tag scene.
There it is. 6:32. Manhattan is my go-to drink. Yeah, I mean, don't mix medicine and pills, like, and alcohol. Obviously, that's like I definitely don't. I'm not advising anyone to drink, especially if you have medicine or a condition or anything like that. Please don't. Please take care of yourself first.
Actually, not that big of a spoiler. I just.
Oh, why is this font so small for some reason? Yeah.
I'll have a time code. I'll have a time code you can skip to if you don't want.
There we go. Oh yeah, we need a blackout line. 1 second. I actually didn't drink much in college. Ironically enough, I started drinking once I got out of college. I was like, I didn't. Oh, no, I take that back. My senior year of college, I went hard, but that was because I was super depresso and was like doing all kinds of crazy shit. I needed like a break, so that was my go-to. But other than that, I actually did not drink through most of my college career, and I don't drink a lot either now. I just drink maybe like once every other month. I think usually we go drinking or do something fun like that. I you know, alcohol is like a lot of things. It's good in moderation. But, well, I mean, yeah, basically. I see, that's good then. Yeah, no problem. Thank you, thankies.
Which is episode 3. I'll have a time code you can skip to if you don't want it somewhat spoiled. It's actually not that big of a spoiler. I just also don't want to rob you of it either. The tag scene is ingenious in design. All it is a game.
I think we're getting there. Yeah, we're making some damage. I'm gonna grab something to drink real quick. I'll be right back. Not non-alcoholic. I'm just getting a soda. I'm not like let me take a shot.
I'm back. God, we're building D&D characters right now. Well, the rest of my D&D squad is. I already finished mine. And they all rolled so bad on their stats, and so they're all just making horrible decisions on what stats they're putting them into. Of it either. The tag scene is ingenious in design. There you go. Got your dad joke in. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. To rob you of it either. I'm tearing up. The tag scene is ingenious in design. All it I'll ask my DM. Unlikely. And design. All it No, come on. Of it either. The tag scene is ingenious in design. All it is a game. One person is it and tags everyone until there is no. Oh wait, I can use episode 1's shit from this. One person is it and tags everyone until there is no time left or until there is no time left or everyone. 1 second. Sorry, I wasn't reading. Really hungry, I'm dead. Everyone until there is no time left or everyone has been caught. This is just a This is just a fun game that all the kids play together, and we see them play fairly often. But with the 3rd episode comes a change. The addition of Sister Crone. A new She comes in episode 2, I believe. New addition to the orphanage. This scene shows us just how much of a threat. Addition to the orphanage. This scene. This. I very intentionally went out of my way to make sure I didn't use any shots from this scene. Just gonna have as much. Scene shows us just how much of a threat she is. The dad joke level is a bit overwhelming. She insists on playing tag with everyone else, with herself being the one who is it. The scene that plays out is truly terrifying. Sister plays out. The scene that plays out is truly terrifying. Sister Crone quickly tracks down each of the children using smart tactics. Tracks down each of the children using smart quickly tracks down each of the Sister Crone quickly Sister Crone quickly tracks down each of the children using smart tactics. Using smart tactics, impressive. Impressive athletics and even some raw strength. With each catch, she hugs and embraces the children until they're with each catch, she hugs and embraces the children until there is just 3 characters left. Sister Crone cleverly forces Emma into a tough situation and
Yo, this scene fucked me up so bad.
And catches her. In this scene, she directly references the horrors that Emma saw and catches her. In this scene, she directly references the horrors that Emma saw and states that she is on their side. What makes this scene so terrifying is the
Oh my god. Those boots are cute. I just read that, but yeah, I was looking at them too. I was like, those are some nice looking boots. I like them.
That Emma saw, and states that she is on their side. What makes this scene
Let me find the scene. I want to find the shot where she's running with all the clothes.
so terrifying is the context and juxtaposition of what the show is really showing us. The show goes so far as to play upbeat, happy music as they're running around and playing tag. Sister Crone giving a loving hug to every person she catches. But we all understand
Dude, I love her movements too.
and what this scene truly represents. The dark truth that this is an example of what would happen if they ran away. All of them escape.
That's no, I will allow these dad jokes in the comments. This is a democracy. We're allowed to vote. We have rights, freedom of speech, and freedom of dad jokes, and they're great. So they are allowed, Louise. If you don't like it, you can leave. I'm just kidding. Please don't leave. But still, we don't disc.
All of them escaping together is
Matt,
Welcome
you don't know how hard it is up in this chat section. It's getting crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm seeing them, man. So many dad jokes, so little time though.
all of
Yeah,
them
exactly,
escaping
man,
together
exactly.
is an impossible feat at this point.
That's all I had to say. I just need a report from the front lines.
Thanks, thank you for keeping me updated. I appreciate it.
Anytime. I'm gonna linger in the chat though. Well,
That's fine.
voice chat. I was
That's
already
totally
doing
cool.
the other lingering.
I'm getting there. I'm almost there. I keep like wanting to go to sleep and then finish it tomorrow morning, but then I'm like I'm like 20 minutes away. I just need to stop being lazy.
All of them escaping
I don't
together
have work tomorrow, so I can sleep in if I do this right. If I just finish it tonight.
is an
Ooh, that's
impossible feat at this
know.
point. This toppled together
Let's see, I actually needed to go to sleep. I have to go to a men's conference at like 6 o'clock.
Oh, that's rough.
this
Yeah,
toppled
it's all
together
good. My sleeping schedule's already scuffed.
Mine's been
together
terrible
with
lately.
Sister Crone revealing her knowledge,
Ugh.
but also
When do you usually go to sleep?
Dude, it varies so much. Last week was like the peak. I was like full nocturnal. I was like getting up at like 8 p.m. and I was up doing work till like 8 to 10 a.m. and then I go to sleep.
Dang. Ooh.
It was really bad. I was like, I need to fix this.
Okay. Yeah, I had pretty. Ooh, yeah. See, I wouldn't sleep in for that long. Like, I'd only sleep for a couple hours. Then I'd usually have to go do something midday. And then I'd fall asleep when I got home. And then it's too early to go to bed. And then I'm awake for the whole night.
Luckily, I had a shoot the other day, which was like from 10 a.m. till like 8 p.m. So I had to be like awake during that time period, even though I was exhausted. So that kind of forced reset my sleep schedule. It's like closer to being right now. Not perfect, but it's like decent.
but also posing
That's
a
good, that's
question
good.
as to whose side she is really on. The
Oh. Oh, I thought Nani was telling me that I should leave.
No, it's different.
The
Side.
infamous tag scene.
Yeah.
I love that disrespect he drops right here. He gives her the fuck you look.
The infamous
He's like,
tag scene has an incredible amount of dark foreshadowing, all told.
See, like I actually really like. I don't like the blonde dude's design, but I really like his.
The blonde dudes?
Or not the blonde, the orange. Oh wait, is it
girl.
offensive? Yeah. It's a girl. The one with the orange hair.
Yeah, that's the girl.
Oh,
This
I
one
thought
right
that
here?
was a boy.
Yeah.
Well, there's a delay. I don't know. Give me a sec. Yes, that one. I thought that was a boy.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a delay.
All told with a
But Nani asked, did you say what your job was? An editor for some company.
No, I'm a grip right now. So I go on sets, I build sets for people, and then I leave. I had we had an interview for Entertainment News. The CEO wanted to talk about something. Apparently, one of their things got nominated for some shit, so they wanted to suck each other's D's off. So we filmed it for them.
all told with a giant.
Oh wait, let's do this scene.
Smile on the antagonist's face.
A child trap. Oh yeah, maybe don't say that word.
Oh.
No, it's definitely a girl. They make it very clear that character is a female.
Oh, that's why I saw that comment, but I thought it was well, because it took place in an orphanage, so I thought he meant in reference to that kind of child trap.
No. No, it's pretty cut and dry about her gender.
All told with a giant smile on the antagonist's face.
Her name is Emma, and she sleeps in the girls' dorms.
It's incredible how much they
in
packed
case it
into
wasn't
that
clear,
one
I haven't
scene.
watched the show, so
No. I'm making it. It's for the chat's sake at this point.
that's what I was
It's
saying.
incredible how much they packed into that one scene.
I just love the song. There's some more I didn't.
But it's this clever juxtaposition of the children who know position of the children who know and the ones who
don't.
Oh no!
and the ones who don't.
I recorded my oh no!
What?
Oh, I recorded my entire podcast thing I did without checking the levels, and I'm seeing a lot of flat in the audio peaks. Oof. Should have
And
muted
the
myself.
ones-
My apologies. But, oof. You live, you learn.
Yup.
and the ones who don't. That fill
Discovering Adobe Audition is the greatest thing.
Dude, Audition is fantastic. I highly recommend it. I use it for all my audio editing.
Mm-hmm. Like, Oh man, it's like stepping into
that
After
fill this
Effects for
scene
audio.
with
No.
such terror. That fill this scene with such terror. It's such an ingenious way to
Oh. This fucking uh-oh. Oops.
What happened? Did you make an oops?
No. I forgot that I have to. I updated all of my After Effects Premiere and Audition programs from like they're like 8 to 10 generations behind. Not like generations for Premiere behind. And
Oh dang.
so all my files, well, they're all like CS. My bad, not CS. CC like 2016, and I updated them up to 2018, like 2018.1
Oh, wow.
or whatever this is, and that also means that all my old files that I usually have synced through my end credit scenes are not gonna sync because they're all
Dang, how come you-
2016 files.
How come you waited so long to update them?
I'm lazy, and I know. I rather do them like in large batches like this, and then I don't update them for a while.
Dang.
with such
Here I was like expecting some insider knowledge.
it's such an ingenious
Like
way
nah,
to
everybody
rewrite the
everybody who's anybody doesn't update their Adobe files for a reason, bruh.
No, I'm just fucking lazy. That's the reason, man. I ain't gonna deny it.
Alright.
It's such an
Oof indeed.
ingenious way to rewrite the usual formula of psychological horror simply by using context.
Have you touched Adobe Premiere Rush? What it's called? The new Premiere version they made?
No, I haven't. They made a new Premiere version. I didn't know that.
It's supposed to be optimized for like. It's like I mean I haven't touched it, but it's more so for people who want to like edit and have it export straight into their like YouTube and other social media feeds. It's
Oh, I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff. You can do it through this. Let me see if I can find it again. Publish. Yeah, you just Vimeo, YouTube. So you would go into here, and you would like have to like log into your actual channel account, and it'd drop it straight into your YouTube account.
Okay.
I'm just not a fan of it because it doesn't give you the option to schedule it and then like set everything
Using
up.
context. It's something I've never seen
Yeah,
used.
so that's why I'm thinking maybe they've changed some of those settings or something within it.
Yeah, I bet you it's much more refined. Like I wouldn't doubt that.
Like I think the other
It's
thing I took away from
something
like, looking
I've
at it
never
was, I think it's kind of it's like Premiere but a bit easier and even like has some more like preset motion graphics and whatnot. And
That's good.
transitions.
Premiere needs that because it's definitely a much more advanced like software, editing software in comparison to most. But it's like so
It's
widespread. They
something
definitely
I've
need like a
never seen used
more
to this
kind
degree,
version
and
of it
it's extremely potent.
for people who are just getting into it.
This degree, and it's extremely potent. This combined with the art style.
Yo, I love these scenes so much. Sorry, I wasn't like reading the. I know this thing said. Oops. I feel like this anime messes with your head. Oh, for sure. Yeah, it definitely messes with your head. It's such a mind like screw. It's so good.
This, combined with the art style's clever use of happy/cute character designs and their strong family bonds, make these characters extremely, well, lovable.
Maybe this is a cool scene, but I don't think it matches with what I'm talking about right there. Actually, I think that would be a really good ending scene on.
The Promised Neverland is truly reinventing horror within anime.
I would like the cut to be right here, so.
Anime.
Thank you guys and then it would go from
So much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, maybe.
All right, sweet. Accidentally found my end scene. I didn't mean to do that, but I'm happy about that.
Degree, and it's extremely potent. This combined with the arts.
Yo, this is the whole point. That's why I'm trying to force people to watch it. I know, I was thinking that too. The transition to my face is like kind of almost perfectly lined up.
Style is clever use of happy / cute character design, and there's strong family bonds make these characters extremely, well, lovable. So the fact that they're put in such a unique uniquely dangerous situation is the cause of so much suspense. The fear that
Oh my god, it looks so good.
the fact that they're put in such a uniquely dangerous situation is the cause
Wait,
of
I have a
so
question.
much suspense.
About the show. How are there? So typically, I feel like a lot of like anime children have annoying voices. Like, is that like a problem in this one?
Let me find out.
コニーならきっと素敵な大人に。
鬼の食料だったってわけか。
っていうか、超すんなり死んで。
地に大半がロ
The girl's voice is a little squealy.
で予想はつく。
もう
Oh, that's not too
怖い
bad.
から保護者。絶対にみんなで逃げる。そうじゃなきゃ。
Yeah, she's a little rough, but the other two are fine. The other two main characters.
Bet.
The fear that one misspoken word or one broken rule can quickly
She's so extra and I love her for
fear
that.
that one misspoken word or one broken rule
Ooh, like how extra?
Like, look at her movements.
can
in this
quickly
scene.
lead to all
She's like
of
this
their
in
deaths.
every scene.
Is
She's
terrifying.
like yelling and dancing.
All of their deaths.
Okay.
The fear that one misspoken word or one broken rule can quickly lead to all of their deaths is terrifying. The Promised Neverland is truly reinventing horror within anime. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, maybe consider
Didn't mean it's like the perfect shot. It accidentally fades so well. It's whatever. It's not that big of a deal. All right.
our
Let me go ahead and do the not so fun part, which is trying to fix the thing. We also got a couple new patrons I have to add into.
Hey, that's good.
Oh yeah, always. Is it gonna be A After Effects converted now? Let's see. It might just be. No, it looks like it's gonna let me get away with this.
They're only like 10. Huh.
I don't know.
A huge thank you to a huge thank you to my patrons. You guys are
If I made these 3D. Oh, I'm just not in the proper camera.
a huge thank you to my patrons. You guys.
Alright, let's go see the new patrons. Oh shit, no, it's not on. Yeah, reorganizing this comp was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Makes this shit so much easier to handle. Oh fuck. We got 3 new patrons and we only have 2 more spots in the generic setup.
It's time to cut somebody down, man.
Who do I not
It's-
like
it's
this
just-
week?
I mean, that's just the nature of success, man.
Well, just look at this name real quick. TRVRGRHM. I don't know
I'll have
why.
to take your word until it catches up.
TRVRGRHM. What the
That's
fuck
not
does
a
that
real name.
mean? That's not a real name. That's just someone spamming characters. I guess we're just gonna do this for right now.
Oh, that makes sense. Nanny said Trevor Graham. Smart.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's actually probably it. I just for
That's
some
like-
reason
that's
I
level
couldn't read
200
it that way.
IQ.
Just, my brain isn't that.
I would have
big
never
yet.
guessed that.
Me neither.
To my patrons, you.
So put that in AE comps and then end card.
That kind of reminds me, like, I think it was like in Brain Games or something. Like the way that we read is we really just look at the first and last, like, letters in a name or just in a word in general.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess Nani's just really good at like being able to distinguish that in that kind of way. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
I
I
know.
don't know.
There's,
Nani,
like,
you have to
brain
give me that
teasers you can do.
insider. Yeah.
20.
Anime!
Oh shit! I should have done that first. Oh well, too late. Oh. You can do it, computer. I know what they're talking about, but why? Okay, Premiere crashed on me.
Oof.
It's okay. I am the autosaver king. I'm not even nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, though, my After Effects comp might be out because I don't think I saved between doing the After Effects comp, but it's already done, so I can just re-upload it in. Yep. It's just the AE comp. Now.
A huge.
God damn it. That's
Learn
so annoying.
ASL. Oh, what is? I don't know what ASL is. So see, I'm gonna begin this journey, Nani. Oh, sign language. Oh.
You changed your mind quickly.
No, it's just that I'm a trivia guy. I should have known that. Ooh, okay, see, okay, Nani. I would have, but I'm already learning another language, so that'll be my third language
There you go.
when I get to it.
What language are you learning right now?
I'm trying to learn Japanese.
Nice.
Yeah, because I had to learn a language to get my associates in film, and I'd studied Japanese previously in middle school, so I just figured I'd pick it up again.
That's smart. I'm planning on doing a trip to Japan in like a year and a half with some friends. So I wanna. That's my goal. Is not to learn Japanese, but to learn enough Japanese to survive.
Well, that's good. Well, if you ever want to study together, let me know. We'll quiz each other.
I'm down for
Oh,
that.
we can actually just talk to each other in Japanese.
You're gonna find something really sad about me. I am fucking terrible at foreign languages.
I'm the same way, man. That's why I barely passed that in middle school.
Dude, I skin of my teeth, I survived my college French classes. My teacher was ashamed of me. She was like, "How did you get?" Because I had for some reason, like in Southern Louisiana, they take like foreign languages super seriously. So I had to take 2 years of a foreign language. I was supposed to be completely fluent at this point, and I was like, I don't know how to say hello. And I remember like my French 202 teacher was like, "How the fuck did you make it into my class?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Dang.
And I managed to pass their class strictly by doing all of the homework assignments and doing all the papers and then bombing the fuck out of every test.
A huge thing.
Oh, it was hilarious. She was so ashamed of me. It was great.
Man, oof, yeah.
Yeah, see, it's already updated, which is nice. And then all I gotta do is...
Oh, I apologize if you can hear my typing.
How dare you?
I know. I'll just leave the server and stop being a Patreon.
Exactly. That's what I was going for.
Don't worry, Matt. I'll do what you want.
God damn. Let's see. Okay, I think we can do a test run of the video and see how it came out. Oh, god damn it! How's the magnet tool always get untouched?
Oh wow, that is very impressive. Nani, she knows English, Spanish, and is learning ASL. And then just what she was
Try
saying
hard
in
and
chat.
Oh,
Matt, you're only saying that because you're terrible at foreign language.
dude, I am so bad. It was funny. I was like a really good student in school too. Like, what was it? So I was like in like all honors courses in high school, and I was taking French in high school too. So technically, I took 4 years of French, and like I remember like I got a D in my French class, and then I had straight A's. And my teacher,
Dang.
and my teacher was just like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't know how to speak French." I was like, I walk into the class and you start speaking French. I was like, that doesn't mean I can learn it. Like, they did like this immersion learning thing where they just taught in like the language, and I was like, I don't know what you're saying. Like I'm so bad at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the thing is I don't learn through the immersion route. I have to like memorize the words and then like actually connect the dots in my head. I like structure, not just kind of winging it.
Yeah, that was an interesting point Nani made though about like it's hard to learn a language when you don't have anybody to like practice it with. It'd be cool if there was like some service where you can just like kind of like a Discord or something where you can just talk to other people in different languages.
There is. There's one specifically for Japanese.
Oh, okay.
I forgot where I saw it. Not saw it. One of my friends does it. He's the trade off is that it's like you find like you look for a Japanese person. Japanese people are trying to learn English. So the catch-22 is like you spend an hour talking in Japanese and then you switch over to English for an hour or something like that. That's what he did with his like pen partner or whatever it was. It's like a certain website service. Yeah, most of them will gladly
smart.
like transfer back and forth. It's neat.
I have to check that out.
Get to talk with a real live Japanese person.
Whoa, I've heard legends.
You guys are real? I just thought you were an anime.
Oh, is it
Hello
called
Talk?
Hello
That
Talk?
might be it.
Oh,
It might be it.
yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm just RAM previewing this. We'll watch it through if it's good.
Oh. Did you read the comment before that though?
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to practice ASLR. No, well, okay, actually, the webcam system in Discord is fantastic. I do recommend it. That would be fine. That would technically be okay. You could do it, okay? Dude, there's emojis. I'm just saying. And hypothetically works, I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't speak ASL or.
I think there's only like 13 hand emojis, so probably not the
There's a
most
lot more than
comprehensive.
13.
Let's see. I don't know. I don't have. Oh yeah, you're right. My apology. There's 25.
Yeah. Not a server. You gotta make a group for video calling. Oh, that is true. But you make the server around setting up group calls. I'm just saying. I should be rich. I'm a genius, man.
Yo, should maybe there should be a learning Japanese server or chat room or whatever.
I'm pretty sure there is. I would be surprised if there wasn't one, honestly.
Oh, I meant like within the Manime Mat thing, but
Oh, inside the Manime Mat server?
I don't think it's much of a
like
secret.
when you get
that
around
the
to it.
Yeah, once I start, that'd be cool. That might be a good idea, actually.
I won't even charge you for that idea.
There you go.
horror genre is one of my favorites. When it comes to the first anime that really pulled me into the medium, things like Higurashi come to mind. With last year bringing us Happy Sugar Life, the first actually scary anime to come out in a while, I assumed that was going to be my fill for quite some time. But when I first found The Promised Neverland 2 weeks ago, I figured I'd give this horror/shonen anime a shot. And damn, was that a good call. The Promised Neverland is one of the most inventive, but also terrifying anime to come out in the past 10 years. And I wholeheartedly mean that statement. Actually, funnily enough, I had a whole script on this show just a few days ago, but had to toss it because of just how important the new episode is. But more on that later. So how does The Promised Neverland reinvent the horror genre? After all, that's quite a bold claim. Well, first and foremost, we have to talk about how the show uses the medium of anime to its advantage. One of the biggest hindrance to horror anime is anime itself. It's not all that scary when you see a decapitated anime character in comparison to a real-life person. No images needed, so you have to scare your audience some other way. That way almost always being strictly through psychological horror. This is a much more difficult task than you would expect. You have to get the audience to invest in your characters, then promptly put those characters into horrible situations. As I've said in my previous videos, this is exactly how Happy Sugar Life does it with the character of Shio. So how does The Promised Neverland get us invested in these characters, and what kind of horrible situations causes us to fear for them? Well, first and foremost, they are all warm and happy children with huge smiles living in an almost pseudo-paradise. They all have this strong family-like bond. They work together, they play together, and they all have nothing but love for each other and their quote-unquote mom. And of course, being at an orphanage, a few of them get adopted every now and then. So when one of the characters gets adopted, she accidentally leaves her plush behind, and two of the most sympathetic characters go to give it back to her, and consequently, find the truth. That being that they are nothing but livestock, ready to be slaughtered and eaten. Worse yet, their so-called mother is the one doing the selling, and she's found evidence that some of the children saw her. The rest of the show turns into this horrifying cat and mouse game, where every odd is stacked against the main characters. Worse yet, after seeing these horrors, the main characters have to continue living with their mother and pretend not to be affected simply so she won't follow their trail. It's this crazy race against time where the characters will have to use their wits to not only save themselves, but everyone at the orphanage.
Caught that one.
But everyone at the orphanage. It's this crazy race against time where the characters will have to use their wits to not only save themselves, but everyone at the orphanage, including even infants. This sense of terror is built on by all of the character models. Most of the time, while watching horror anime, there are usually these grotesque faces you have to fear. But this is where the show uses the anime medium to its advantage. All of the characters are cute, happy-go-lucky kids, drawn with round faces and huge smiles, yet their death is extremely close, and they are completely ignorant to it. Even the mother, Isabel, merely has a stern face, and Sister Crone actually makes use of a more playful face. It's this stark contrast of what is happening on the surface and what is actually going on behind the scenes, leading me to what I'm going to call the infamous tag scene. Spoiler warning, by the way, this scene is just better taken in without knowing it's coming, and just came with the newest episode, which is episode 3. I'll have a time code you can skip to if you don't want it somewhat spoiled. It's actually not that big of a spoiler, I just also don't want to rob you of it either. The tag scene is ingenious in design. All it is a game. One person is it, and tags everyone until there is no time left or everyone has been caught. This is just a fun game that all the kids play together, and we see them play fairly often. But with the third episode comes a change, the addition of Sister Crone. A new addition to the orphanage, this scene shows us just how much of a threat she is. She insists on playing tag with everyone else, with herself being the one who is it. The scene that plays out is truly terrifying. Sister Crone quickly tracks down each of the children using smart tactics, impressive athletics, and even some raw strength. With each catch, she hugs and embraces the children until there is just 3 characters left. Sister Crone cleverly forces Emma into a tough situation and
damn it. Okay. Oh, let's see what I can do. I gotta redo this one. That was too soon.
the scene that plays out is truly terrifying. Sister Crone quickly tracks down each of the children using smart tactics, impressive athletics, and even some raw strength. With each catch, she hugs and embraces the children until there is just 3 characters left. Sister Crone cleverly forces Emma into a tough situation and catches her. In this scene, she directly references the horrors that Emma saw and states that she is on their side. What makes this scene so terrifying is the context and juxtaposition of what the show is really showing us. The show goes so far as to play upbeat, happy music as they're running around and playing tag, Sister Crone giving a loving hug to every person she catches, but we all understand what this scene truly represents. The dark truth that this is an example of what would happen if they ran away. All of them escaping together is an impossible feat at this point. This toppled together with Sister Crone revealing her knowledge, but also posing a question as to whose side she is really on. The infamous tag scene has an incredible amount of dark foreshadowing, all told with a giant smile on the antagonist's face. It's incredible how much they packed into that one scene, but it's this clever juxtaposition of the children who know and the ones who don't that fill this scene with such terror. It's such an ingenious way to rewrite the usual formula of psychological horror simply by using context. It's something I've never seen used to this degree, and it's extremely potent. This, combined with the art styles, clever use of happy/cute character designs, and their strong family bonds, make these characters extremely, well, lovable. So the fact that they're put in such a uniquely dangerous situation is the cause of so much suspense. The fear that one misspoken word or one broken rule can quickly lead to all of their deaths is terrifying. The Promised Neverland is truly reinventing horror within anime. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, I can't
within
with this.
anime. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, maybe consider subscribing. So I'm back from my little vacation, which is super nice. Basically all I did was chill and watch anime and play some video games. I actually streamed a little bit on Twitch, so if you want to follow me on Twitch, I stream sometimes, I guess, I don't know. A huge thank you to my patrons. You guys are my heroes. Speaking of which, if you're interested in seeing how I edit, joining our exclusive Discord, or simply supporting the channel, feel free to join my Patreon. Make sure you guys share, like, comment, and subscribe. This is Matt. Make sure you guys say man and go watch that goddamned anime. Yep. I advertised it on Discord.
All right, guys. I think we got it. That was a pretty good video. I have to admit, I kind of like how it came out. It was simple. So it was a good one, the first one to come back to, which is nice. So we'll close out this guy. Oh, let me see. When did I mention it? I think I put it in. I might just turn it in general. Yeah, these are just the editing live streams. Yeah, I think I just threw it in general when I was streaming. And I also put it on Twitter. I know we post a lot of shit in general. It's okay. Next time I stream, I'll post a link. It's just twitch.tv/ManamanMatt. Like it's the exact same as always. All right, I'm gonna render it out, and I'm gonna take a nap. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and in Lovejoy, of course. Or if you're still in the chat, although I think, are you muted or no? You're not muted. Well, either way, you seem to be busy right now. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining me. Peace.